Bruce Lee was more than just a martial artist. He was a global icon, he was a philosopher, he was a cultural phenomenon who single-handedly changed the way the West viewed martial arts and Asian men. His life, though tragically cut short, continues to inspire millions around the world. Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco in 1940. The city, known for its iconic Golden Gate Bridge and vibrant cultural scene, was a melting pot of different communities and traditions. It was in this diverse environment that Bruce's journey began. His birth name was Lee Junfan. This name, given by his parents, carried deep cultural significance. Junfan means return again, symbolizing the hope that he would one day return to the United States, the place of his birth. His family later gave him the English name Bruce. This name was suggested by a nurse at the hospital, and it stuck. It was a name that would soon become synonymous with martial arts and cinema. His father was a famous Cantonese opera singer. Lee Hoi Chuen was well known in the Chinese opera circles, and his performances were celebrated for their emotional depth and technical skill. His mother had a privileged upbringing. Grace Ho came from a wealthy and influential family, which provided Bruce with a unique blend of cultural and social influences. Bruce's family moved back to Hong Kong when he was just a baby. The move was prompted by his father's career, as he continued to perform in the thriving Hong Kong entertainment industry. Growing up in Hong Kong in the 1940s was tough. The city was recovering from the ravages of World War II, and life was challenging for many families. The city was crowded and poverty was everywhere. Despite the economic hardships, the vibrant street life and close-knit communities left a lasting impression on young Bruce. Bruce found himself getting into trouble on the streets. The bustling neighborhoods were filled with opportunities for mischief, and Bruce's energetic nature often led him into conflicts. His parents decided he needed discipline. Recognizing his potential and wanting to channel his energy positively, they sought ways to instill a sense of responsibility and focus in him. They enrolled him in martial arts classes at a young age. This decision would prove to be pivotal, as it not only provided Bruce with physical training, but also instilled in him the philosophies and discipline that would shape his future. Bruce's first martial arts teacher was the legendary master Yip Man. Yip Man was a master of Wing Chun Kung Fu. Wing Chun is a unique and effective style of Kung Fu that focuses on close-quarter combat. Bruce trained diligently under Yip Man's guidance. He quickly proved to be a natural. Bruce's passion for martial arts only grew with time. He trained rigorously. He also studied philosophy and different fighting styles. He was determined to master his body and mind. Bruce believed in constant improvement. This philosophy would become a cornerstone of his teachings. In 1959, Bruce Lee returned to the United States. He had been born in San Francisco but spent much of his childhood in Hong Kong. Now, at the age of 18, he was back in America, ready to start a new chapter in his life. He was only 18 years old, full of dreams and ambitions. Bruce was determined to make a name for himself, not just as a martial artist, but as a cultural bridge between the East and the West. He began teaching Kung Fu in Seattle, a city that would become his new home. Bruce's classes were unlike anything most Americans had ever seen. He taught with passion and precision, captivating his students with his incredible skill and deep knowledge of martial arts. This was a bold move, especially for a young man of Chinese descent in the late 1950s. At that time, America was still grappling with issues of race and identity, and Bruce's presence was both a challenge and an inspiration. At the time, Kung Fu was virtually unknown in America. Most people had never even heard of it, let alone seen it in action. Bruce was introducing something entirely new, and it was met with both curiosity and skepticism. Bruce faced prejudice and racism. There were those who doubted his abilities simply because of his ethnicity. But Bruce was undeterred. He knew that his skills and his philosophy could transcend cultural barriers. But his skill and charisma were undeniable. Bruce had a magnetic presence that drew people to him. His demonstrations of martial arts were not just displays of physical prowess, but also of mental discipline and spiritual depth. He soon gained a loyal following. His students were not just learning to fight, they were learning a way of life. Bruce's teachings emphasized balance, harmony, and the integration of mind, body, and spirit. Bruce's talent did not go unnoticed. Word of his extraordinary abilities began to spread, and it wasn't long before he caught the attention of Hollywood. Talent scouts and film producers were intrigued by this dynamic young man who could move with such speed and grace. He landed a role as Kato in the television series The Green Hornet. This was a significant breakthrough for Bruce, as it gave him a platform to showcase his martial arts to a wider audience. The show was a moderate success, but it was Bruce's performance that truly stood out. The show was a moderate success. However, it was Bruce's portrayal of Kato that left a lasting impression. His character was more than just a sidekick. He was a hero in his own right, and audiences were captivated by his agility and strength. But Bruce's performance as the masked martial artist captivated audiences. He brought a level of authenticity and intensity to the role that had never been seen before on American television. His fight scenes were not just choreographed routines, they were expressions of his philosophy and his art. He brought a level of speed and athleticism never seen before on screen. Bruce Lee was not just performing, he was living his art. His movements were a blur of precision and power, leaving audiences in awe and setting a new standard for martial arts in film and television. Section 5. Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee's impact on cinema. Frustrated with the limited roles offered to him in Hollywood, Bruce Lee returned to Hong Kong. Hollywood at the time was not ready to embrace an Asian lead actor in significant roles. Bruce Lee, with his immense talent and charisma, found himself typecast in minor roles that did not do justice to his abilities. This frustration led him to make a pivotal decision to return to his roots in Hong Kong, where he believed he could make a more substantial impact. There, he got the opportunity to showcase his full potential. In Hong Kong, the film industry was more open to his unique blend of martial arts and acting. He quickly became a sensation, captivating audiences with his dynamic performances and unparalleled martial arts skills. The local film industry recognized his potential and gave him the creative freedom he had longed for. He signed on to star in a string of action films that would redefine the martial arts genre. These films were not just about fighting, they were about philosophy, discipline, and the art of self-expression. Bruce Lee's movies brought a new level of sophistication and depth to martial arts cinema, making it accessible and appealing to a global audience. Films like Fist of Fury and The Way of the Dragon were huge hits. These movies broke box office records and established Bruce Lee as a force to be reckoned with in the film industry. His portrayal of strong, principled characters who fought against injustice resonated with audiences worldwide. Bruce's electrifying screen presence and innovative fight choreography took the world by storm. His fight scenes were meticulously choreographed, blending speed, power, and precision in a way that had never been seen before. He introduced new techniques and styles that influenced not only martial arts but also action cinema as a whole. He became an international superstar. Bruce Lee's fame transcended borders, making him a household name in countries around the world. His influence extended beyond the screen, as he became a cultural icon and a symbol of excellence and perseverance. He was a symbol of skill, power, and rebellious cool. Bruce Lee's legacy continues to inspire generations of martial artists, actors, and fans. His philosophy of self-improvement and his relentless pursuit of excellence remain relevant today, reminding us of the impact one individual can have on the world. Section 6. Beyond the Silver Screen, Lee's Enduring Legacy. Bruce Lee's impact extends far beyond his films. He is credited with popularizing martial arts in the West. He broke down racial barriers in Hollywood. He inspired generations of martial artists and athletes. Bruce was also a gifted teacher and philosopher. He developed his own unique style of martial arts called Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do emphasizes adaptability, fluidity, and personal expression. It is a philosophy as much as a fighting style. Section 7. The Philosophy of a Martial Artist, Water, Be Water, My Friend. Bruce Lee's philosophy emphasized self-expression, self-knowledge, and constant growth. He famously said, "Be water, my friend." He believed that we should strive to be adaptable like water. We should be able to face any situation with flexibility and strength. Bruce's philosophy resonated with people from all walks of life. He taught that martial arts were not just about fighting, they were a path to self-discovery and personal development. His teachings continue to inspire people to push their limits and strive for excellence. Section 8. Gone Too Soon. The mystery surrounding Lee's death. Tragically, Bruce Lee's life was cut short at the age of 32. He died in Hong Kong under mysterious circumstances. His death shocked the world. It sparked countless conspiracy theories. To this day, his untimely passing remains a subject of much speculation. Despite his untimely death, Bruce Lee's legacy continues to grow stronger with each passing year. He left behind a powerful message of self-reliance, cultural pride, and the pursuit of excellence. He's remembered as a true icon of the 20th century. Section 9. Conclusion: the undisputed king of martial arts. Bruce Lee was a once-in-a-generation talent. He was a martial arts master, a charismatic actor, and a visionary thinker. He transcended cultural boundaries and left an unforgettable mark on the world. Even today, his influence is undeniable. Bruce Lee's legacy reminds us that with hard work, dedication, and an unyielding spirit, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. He challenged stereotypes and showed the world the true power and beauty of martial arts. He remains the undisputed king of martial arts.